It's Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you and I, we always enjoy our visits to Kansas City. These fans, among the best in football, and they should be a happy bunch too. Their guys are defending Super Bowl champions.
And the reason that they are is because the offense and the defense, they complement each other so well. Offense gets off the fast starts, allows the defense to just rush the passer, which is a strength of what they do. That and good barbecue, Kansas City, big-time favorites.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Seahawks, most of the pundits, yourself included, Charles, gave their draft class high marks. And that comes after a year where they struck gold in the 5th round with Tariq Woolen.
And they also struck gold in the offensive line, getting brand new tackles at left and right. Struck gold with a running back who was a big-time runner as a rookie. Yeah, there's something to be said about building through the draft.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Play action. It's Smith. He'll buy some time right. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. DK Metcalf. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes going to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, we got a pause here for an injured player, and as you can see, that's Patrick Mahomes right now who's in some discomfort, and everybody kind of holding their breath. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Gabbard. That one caught by Rice. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. That's pulled in at the 32. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. To throw, Gabbard. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. That's taken in by Watson. Finding space at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. To the air again, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Smith. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs ready to go again. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Smith on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Geno. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Trent McDuffie.
That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away.
Kadarius Toney deep for KC.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And taken down just shy of the 40.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Pacheco.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against it?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their number one goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes finds his man, Watson, over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks' 9-yard line.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now Geno on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Geno now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And out now come the Seahawks. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
George Karlaftis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end was a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Again, it's Walker. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Mahomes throw complete there to Rice.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And down he'll go at the 25.
93 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Walker with another carry. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Geno. Walker with a grab, left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
He's going to find his tight end Gray complete.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Yellow, yellow.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Nick Malone. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Smith on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Throwing is Smith. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Smith on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Geno is going to get this complete to Walker, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw, Smith. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Chiefs offense set to go. They're coming off a touchdown run the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw caught by Gray.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Darrell Taylor. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. To the 43, 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Jason Blair is kicking off for Seattle.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him. But you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make. And that way, you try and get his confidence back up.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
Mahomes throw incomplete to Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mahomes, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
A solid stiff arm. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. They'll try the air now with Smith.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Yellow, yellow. Come back.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jordan Brooks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
He's into space past the 25.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Watson, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
On the counter, it's Walker.
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
177 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Michael Dana
With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
The Seahawks take back over.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Play action. It's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Walker.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off of play action, here's Smith. Rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Geno. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one too low.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Easy.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Butker's kick here is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Pushing his way through. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. That is 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
George Karlaftis.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Quick slant to Watson. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Smith. Steps away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. Noah Fant from 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to get get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith on the move to his left. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Smith now to throw, rolling to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
KC's offense ready to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical. You figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes now on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Out to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that's a killer, because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now it's Smith. And he is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. Throwing now, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Smith.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing is Smith. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Leo Chanel
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And look here, they're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 16. 1:04 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Smith going to throw it.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete. He was trying to get that to Kobe Parkinson.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Geno.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.